Maintaining a clean edge where the grass meets the sidewalk is an easy task to do. Most people would use an edger, but some professionals would use a string trimmer. Which one you use is not up for debate. You can argue it all day till the sky turns red. So what do you do when you need to maintain the edge of a grass to prevent it from creeping into your flower beds or any type of beds where you don't want grass to go into? You can put different landscape edging, but unless you have concrete going down at least 2 inches below grade, you're gonna have a problem with creeping grass. Keeping grass out of your beds is an easy process and there's no chemicals involved. Now I let this side of my home get out of control just for the sake of this video, but you can see on the other side of my home, it is maintained without a single creeping grass going into the beds. Unfortunately, if you already have grass in whatever bed you're trying to maintain, the best way to get rid of it is to pull it by hand. It can be labor intensive, but worth it because you get instant results without having to wait for chemicals to take effect. You'll only have to worry about pulling grass out of your beds just one time, because if you do the technique that I'm about to show you just right, you won't have to worry about pulling grass ever again from your beds. You want to look down on the ground at the very edge where the grass and bed meets and make sure you pull any rhizomes, which is below ground runners trying to creep into your beds. Once you pull any remaining grass and rhizomes leading towards your bed, what you want to do is incorporate this into your monthly routine. You want to take a string trimmer. It doesn't matter what type of string trimmer you have. You want to take it and turn it perpendicular to the ground. You want the string to aim straight down. The goal is to try to establish a border or a line in which no grass is allowed to grow through. What you're trying to do is establish a mini trench. You're allowing the string on the trimmer to dig down roughly about 1/4 of an inch, no more than that. When you do this, you prevent any stone loans and rhizomes from creeping into your flower beds. This is a routine I try to incorporate once a month, and during the peak growing season, I may decide to do this once every 2 to 3 weeks, just to keep the Bermuda in check. It's a very easy thing to do, and all you gotta do is make sure you're establishing that line. When you maintain that line, you're gonna stop any creeping grass from entering your beds. If you're using a landscape border, you wanna establish that line right in front of the border. This technique will work for whatever type of border you're using along the edges, whether it's brick border, plastic border, or no border at all. This technique will just work regardless. Hope you found this information useful, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you later.